Hi there everyone, very warm welcome to you and I welcome you back at my channel. I hope that you guys are doing great and simply enjoying the Australian Open Grand Slam 2022 because today was quite special, especially looking at the scoreline that we had in both semi-finals. They were simply awesome. Just give me a sec while I simply check out the scores and have a sip, little problem with throat actually. So, if we talk about today's matches, both were quite awesome, and as everyone simply expects, they are here to check it out and to see a match that is simply going to the next level and going to simply 5 sets. And that was something that was offered in both matches by these 4 players. Big giants, quite experienced, and especially the new ones are also putting some, great effort and giving tough times to the bigger giants and the big opponents like Nadal and Monfils. So if I talk about the first match, Nadal and Shapovalov, you can see a pattern. That was something that I had in mind also, and I thought that I'm going to discuss it with you guys also. You see, in both matches, I noticed one thing, that the player who was dominant in the first 2 sets, so he turned out to be the winner. I'm not saying I'm being superstitious, but it seems like as though in the 3rd or 4th set, even if they have lost, so it can be taken as a respite, a period in which they were kind of trying to settle down. Despite losing the sets, despite losing the games, they still were, getting their mental strength back, and then they finally decided to, put an attack once again and simply surprise the opponent. Because the opponent would be thinking that he's the one who's in charge of the match, who's in momentum, and is going to take the 5th set. But something tells me as though they got so much relaxed that this gives the opportunity to the other player who has simply won the first 2 sets to simply surprise the opponent. And that was something that happened in the match that I just witnessed a few hours earlier between Berrettini and Monfils, because you have seen the kind of bombardment that Berrettini was simply doing on Monfils, and he was unable to settle in the match, losing 6-4, 6-4 in the first 2 sets. All of a sudden, the game simply shifted, and 6-3, 6-3 Monfils hitting, and I could really see the kind of shots that he was making. His serve became quite strong. He was making aces, and in addition to that, he always looked for an opportunity to finish the point immediately. So it's a good strategy. He's quite experienced, and when once he becomes angry and he starts playing, he plays perfect. And that was something that even surprised me, and I expected and I anticipated that he's going to be one who will simply take the game by winning consecutive sets, 3 consecutive sets. But all of a sudden circumstances changed, and Berrettini simply, started playing so good. And half credit to of course his game, but something happens to Monfils also. He started making more unforced errors, being broken in the very first game when you are the person who is serving was a surprise for me. Why are you simply making so many unforced errors? The first 2 points were fine, but after that he simply started losing points, and consecutively, so many games that he lost. Up till 4 love, I guess, he was unable to come back into the set. And finally, after 4 love, he started winning a game or 2, but it was already too late, which is why Berrettini simply took the opportunity and, swept him out of the game, out of the match. So, good luck to him, of course. Monfils was the entertainer. He entertained us quite well. He played quite well in the entire tournament. Good luck to him also for all the other tournaments that the company had in the year 2022. But still, he did a good job. So, hats off for Berrettini. Of course, the guy is quite talented. One of the best players right now in the tour. And we can expect some, tough time becoming towards Nadal. And talking about Nadal's match, so the pattern was almost the same again, winning the first 2 sets, 6-3, 6-4. But that was also very nice. All of a sudden, something happened, and Shapovalov, that something was basically Shapovalov's good aggressive forehand, backhand, single-handed backhand on both sides. He was playing nice shots. It was quite impressive, and the way he managed the pressure, that was simply great. But I don't know, maybe Nadal, based on his experience of playing so many years, realized how he had to play with tactics. So yeah, I could see some drop shots and making a move side to side. So Nadal was finally the ultimate person who was able to manage the pressure. There was one thing, and you call it as a conspiracy, on which he was questioning even in the press conference also, that Shapovalov simply pointed out that the umpire that Nadal is taking, or has simply taken so much time while changing the outfit. But Nadal also clarified that yeah, the people should realize in the kind of weather in which people were playing. So that was the reason because of which I decided that I had to change my shirt, because I was no longer in a position to continue in that sweaty shirt, because that was simply making it quite annoying to move from side to side, as explained by him also. So that was the reason, and he said it to Shapovalov also through media that he would also realize later on that he was at the wrong side. So yeah, he should also realize some of the reasons because of which a player is bound or has no other option except to simply change the outfit, because that is something that happens naturally. But other than that, match was quite awesome, went quite well, and I'm quite excited, happy that they're going to get some rest. 2 days rest is very much important, especially after a match in such heat and daylight, because had it been a situation in which Nadal would be playing in the evening time or in light, so that would have been a little different scenario. But because of the daytime and such scorching heat, so he certainly needs a break of 2 days, and after that we can expect, because he was already saying in the press conference also that it was quite heavy, the circumstances were quite tough. So certainly that person requires rest, and if he is 100%, certainly you can expect some tough time towards Berrettini. But other than that, we have some matches that I'll simply keep short to keep the video short also. So the kind of performance that I saw between Yannick Sinner and Demino, they both were playing awesome hitting from both sides. But somehow or the other, Sinner always had the answer to all the cross-court, forehand, backhand, simply placed by or asked by Demino towards Sinner, so he was able to answer it back. And I am expecting a very nice quarterfinal between Sinner and Tsitsipas, because both are quite awesome players, good hitters. But something tells me that Sinner will find some way out to defeat or knock out Tsitsipas. That's my guess, because I have seen the kind of game that he plays, quite consistent, quite fast. And on the other side, the way Medvedev played Cressy, always looking strong. But I'm not simply saying that Auger-Aliassime is going to be weak, because the manner in which he was able to, get hold of Cilic. So that was certainly a big surprise, because Cilic looked quite dominant, but all of a sudden Aliassime was able to, based on his power, energy, he's young, was able to get good control, so he can certainly give a tough time to Medvedev. We just have to wait and see how these two quarterfinals will simply turn out to be, and who will be the ultimate two who will be facing one another for semi-final place. So let's see. All the best to everyone. We all shall be enjoying, and then I'll be giving up my own thoughts in the next video. Until the next time, take good care of yourself. I'll see you. I'll be looking forward to see you. If there's something that you people like to say, I will be more than happy to simply read your comments. If you like it, share it, whatever you like to do with it. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you. Take care. Bye bye.